The hottest trends that I can see is we still have a direction in mobile. So it's not hot in terms of, it has been already for a while, but we still see it really strongly growing. Social commerce, social e-commerce is really strongly increasing. I can see that from the numbers, which is surprising because it hasn't had a big impact in the past. Then there is personalization, really making a shop or the experience at the front very individual, targeted for the end consumer. And of course, the typical big data or IE topic is there. But now what I can see is really approaches that work. So that's the big trend for 2020.
The first one I would mention is customization, personalization, which is what is very important for consumers, because nowadays our consumers, they are very, very sophisticated. They want kind of a unique experience, and they want more attention, and they want something to be more personalized to them. And I would say this is a really trend right now. What is also I notice is voice order with Alexa, which is developing right now, and a lot of consumers, they start to use this, and also Amazon is pushing into this. And I would say maybe AI, artificial intelligence. This is a trend that's coming in e-commerce.
The first one would be, it's not really a trend, but it's something that we should actually follow, would be mobile e-commerce, because it's something that we use, like more than 50% people shop on their mobile device. So it's very important to adapt to actual mobile experience and user experience, and to choose partners like payment partners on mobile as well. That would really help the customer have a natural journey on their mobile device.
I think that the one that's the most important is the voice search. I think that even today you can see that more and more searches are done over voice, and those searches, they take you to landing pages, to the ecosystem that today does not really exist. And so that's going to be interesting, to see what happens there. And I think that a lot of people are familiar with the, let's say, proxy model for voice, where you have a Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa or somebody else, but there is also a direct model where you speak directly to your brand, to your office, to any kind of service you need, and that really changes the way people interact with any IT system.
I would talk mainly about personalization and omnichannel. As we are a brand that is customer-centric, we try to put the customer first. So whatever that we are trying to do, we are thinking about how the customer would appreciate it, like if they actually are thinking that that's the most important, and the priority that they have becomes ours as well.
As I see from my perspective as being an SEO digital marketer, I think currently it's a lot of UX for e-commerce. So just take one example, there's a company called Made.com, and they're selling furniture, and they developed a sofa sizer, so we can actually select different sofas based on size, price or colors. And this is a really good UX feature, but also like bringing people on the website and then show them what they are looking for immediately, rather than make them search for stuff they really want to. This is currently, I think, in the near future, it's like voice and visual search is something which is developing quite fast yet. There are numbers that especially shopping via search, voice search, will be up to 21 billion next year, sorry. So coming up with something which is voice driven and voice assistant driven is something which is, I think, everybody should test with now, because if they don't test it now, then they would actually let the whole thing be with Amazon and Google, which is of course not good. Visual search is something especially for fashion, which is quite a trend as well, which I see. So Pinterest, Google itself is testing a lot with visual search technologies. I can make a picture of your shoes or your trousers and upload it to Google, and they will show me product listing ads where I can buy it immediately. Or take Snapchat as an example, where I can take a picture of your coat, and as they cooperate with Amazon, I could buy it in Snapchat immediately at Amazon.
I think one of the hottest trends is customer centricity, because for each and every e-commerce shop or online business, it's so important to really focus on their potential and existing customers. When they do, they're successful. When the customer experience is nice, customers are happy, they buy, and everyone is happy. So I think that's one of the most central and one of the hottest e-commerce trends that there is right now.
I actually see in our case the data-driven case that is almost everywhere, but for Douglas it's very much about the retail media and the marketplace business. So using the data that we have, the data treasure, which is online and offline data, and create a new business out of it. And this whole retail media and co-marketing stuff where industry partner and retailer work together and collaborate closely, this is a huge trend that we saw last year and this year, and I think this will evolve even further.
Especially the changes in the social media landscape are relevant for us. Changes for older platforms like example Facebook or WhatsApp are getting overtaken by new platforms like TikTok. So changes within the whole social media landscape are definitely relevant for us in 2020.